Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Know to Code. In today's video, we'll be focusing on the Shell Basic Task. Let's get started. So, the ALX Shell Basics Task. I want to assume that we've all read the requirements, all these files. Hope you've gone through the resources provided, and at least you get or understand what you're being required to do. So without further ado, let's get into the task. So this task will require us to use Git and GitHub. So in order not to waste anybody's time, I already went ahead to just like pre-do everything so I don't waste time. So let's get started. So we just have to copy this to clone to our repository that we've already created. So paste, enter, and we've cloned it. The next one, we have to create a directory. Oh my bad, we have to actually go to this directory first. So we'll go into the directory we just cloned, or the repository we just cloned. And now we are in our GitHub repository. Now let's create our directory. Make dir where is the file? Okay, here. Make dir enter. Then the last thing we'll do for this repo is to create a readme file. So we'll say emacs readme.md, enter. Nope. Yes, I already created a readme. So yeah. So make sure you create your readme in both the repository and your folder. Now we seed into the folder we created before this one, to our Shell Basics folder. And inside our Shell Basics folder, we create a readme. Again, I already created a readme for this one, so I'll just go ahead and copy it. And that is done. Now let's get to the task at hand. Let's clear up our terminal. Now the first task says write a script that prints the absolute path name, the absolute path name of the current working directory. Again, in order not to waste your time or anybody's time and to save me some stress, I had gone ahead to solve all the questions here. So I would just do this. I'll copy all this and say touch. This is a lazy way of doing it, but for me it's more efficient, so paste and clear it. Then we'll go for the second round. Touch again. Then enter. And one more time, I think. Yes, the last one. You say touch and paste, and that's it. Now let's get to creating. So the first file is this one. So we say Emacs. Write a script that prints the absolute path name of the current working directory. So basically the answer to this one is pwd, the absolute path name. Again, I had already created all this, so I will just go to my number one. Yes, and remove this. And paste. Mind you, we can also test all the scripts. So, but towards the end of the video, we will test the scripts and see if they work or not. So the next one says display the contents list of your current working directory. So list. Emacs. Again, we come to our file. Okay, we'll do that again. Paste. And the next one says write a script that changes the working directory to the user's home directory. So the script that changes the working directory to the user's home directory, that would be cd with the tilde sign. Cd with the tilde sign. This one. Yes. So this is the command to change from the working directory, the present working directory, the user's home directory. There are other ways to do this using the shell variables, but okay, we were asked here not to use the shell variables. So, but I would show you guys an example though. If we were to do that, to change to the home directory using the shell variables, it would be a different case, but since we're asked not to use shell variables, we just cd then the tilde sign. Then the next one would be display current directory content in a long format. Okay, display current directory content in a long format. Emacs. So that will be ls-la. ls-la, this one here. Yes. So what this command basically means, sorry, dash. Oh, sorry. Okay, the next one. So this command is similar to the ls command, but again, like said in the file, it prints the long version of all the content in the directory. So the next one is number 3, which says display current working directory content in a long format. So we'll do emax 3 list. I think I already did that one. Yes, and the command is ls-l. So you can see the command here. So now let's move on. The next one, display current working directory contents including hidden files starting with dot. Use the long format. So this is kind of similar to the one we just did, similar to the third one, but the only difference is would add an A to the end of the L, which just basically says, okay, show all commands, show all files. So this would be sorry about that. This would be my bad. Let's copy and paste. So just add an A here, which says list all contents in the current working directory in long format and list all of them. Yes, don't ignore any file. So the A just means all, do not ignore anyone. So that's that. And the next one, number 5, I love numbers. Display current working directory content in long format with user group IDs displayed numerically and hidden files. Okay, it's almost similar again to the fourth one we just did. The only difference here is we'll be adding n to this one. So it's the emax. Let's paste this again, not to waste your time. Yes, this one. And we paste, then we save and exit. To the 6th one, create a script that creates a directory named my first directory in tmp. Okay, so we're going to copy the name of the file, emax file name, paste, and the command for that would be this. So it says create a script that creates a directory named my first directory in tmp. So we'll just add make dir here, and that's that. At least, and when we run all this, towards the end of the video we'll test everything we've done and see if they actually work. So we'll have to save this and exit. Then the seventh one says move the file Betty from tmp to my first directory. So number 7, Emacs paste, and we come here where we have our code and copy and paste our code here, and that's that. Then we save and exit. Let's clear up the terminal, and we're going to number 8 now. It says delete the file Betty. The file Betty is in tmp. Okay, let's check. Okay, let's delete the file Betty first of all. So we'll copy this, then Emacs paste, and the command to do that is right here, to delete the file Betty. So we paste this. I'm sure we're all familiar with this command, the remove command. Most of these are not really new commands, so that's why I'm not really explaining them that much, because they are commands you're already familiar with from the shell navigation video. So yeah. So what's the next one? Bye bye Betty. Delete the directory, my first directory. Okay. I'm sure. Delete the directory, my first directory. So Emacs and the code for that is this one. And here, if you're wondering why we are not using this command, remove dir, it's because the directory we are trying to delete is not an empty directory. If it was an empty directory, then we would have just used this command to delete it and it would have been over. But since this directory already contains a file called Betty, so it's no longer empty, it's now having a file in it. So in order to delete a non-empty directory, we have to use this R here. So yes, that's that. And then the 10th one. Okay, the 10th one, Emacs 10 back. Back. Write a script that changes the working directory to the previous one. The answer to that will just be cd hyphen. CD and a hyphen changes to the previous directory. So if you go to a new directory, you want to go back to where you're coming from, just cd hyphen. So this is it, cd hyphen, and we paste that here. And save and exit. The next, write a script that lists all files, even ones with names beginning with the period character, which are normally hidden in the current directory and the parent of the working directory and the boot directory in this order in long format. Okay, before I do this, the command for this one, okay, we should write a script that lists all the files. Okay, so all the files, that will be ls la mean list all the files, then dot for the dot will list our parent directory. So this dot means list all the files also in our parent directory, then dot forward slash. Now list all the files in the current working directory or the present working directory, which is list all the files. We're saying list all the files in the ALX system directory, DevOps directory, list all the files in the Shell Basics directory. Then finally, we'll say list all the files in the in the boot directory. And now when we say enter, you see alphabetic, like in that order. You have the boots down here, you have the current working directory, which is the ALS system DevOps, and you have our parent directory. Oh, I didn't finish the command. Okay, there was an error in the command. It should be -ala. Yes, now this is the proper command. Yes, so that's that. So let's get back into what we were doing before. ls okay, then clear. So Emacs list. Let's come back here. Oh, sorry, my bad. Let's come back here and get our code. And there was a mistake in the code, so I will edit it. And I'll add one more dot. Yes, and we are golden. So let me confirm that I saved the file. Yes. Then number 12 says write a script that prints the type of file named IAM file. The file IAM file will be in the TMP directory when we run it. Okay, so let's copy this. Emacs. Then we'll come here and copy our code and paste it and save and exit. So to be sure, let's go Emacs. Okay. So before we continue, let's try to push and see if what we've been doing so far is correct, before we proceed, first of all, I'd like to seeing some files. Okay, I am so the system was creating additional files with the tilde sign, so I had to remove those files. So that's what I did with the rm, the asterisk, then the tilde sign, to remove every file that had that tilde sign as its extension. So now let's see. Yes, now our files are looking good. So let's push to our GitHub and see if what we've done so far has been correct. So we'll say git add and git commit. What will be a good commit message? I'll just say added script, added script 0 to 14, 0 through 14, and enter, then git push, so let's clear up our terminal. So before we continue, let's start checking our code before we continue, before we proceed any further. So if there's any problem, we can fix them before we proceed. So let's go back to the top. Oh, my bad. Yes, check, stop the test. So the goal is to make this video as short as possible. So we'll just do a few tests, like, or maybe when you're doing yours, like you can see these examples over here. You can use these examples to test your scripts to make sure they are all working. Okay, see, we're having errors. Okay, what's the problem? Must be 2 lines long, but they are 2 lines long. So we're getting an error that our files are not 2 lines long. Okay, let's fix that. Okay, our files are not 2 lines long. Really? Let's check one of them. Copy Emacs. Our files are 2 lines long. Okay, let's see. WC HL. One line. Okay, I think I know what the problem is. So because we copied the lines of code and just pasted it, that's why we are getting errors. So let's fix that now. Okay, so see. Okay, yeah, so that's the problem. So because we copied the codes and we are getting an error that's just one line, so we have to go back and fix all the codes. That's a pain in the ass, but okay, now that we've done that, okay, that's just one. So now that we know this, going forward would fix that. So we stopped at 14. Let's continue from 14. So we stopped at 12. Yes, it's not 14, sorry. Yes, we stopped at 12 because we haven't created the symbolic link. So we stopped at 12, not 14. Okay, 12 says create a symbolic link, blah 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 blah. Please make sure you read the questions though. I have already read it, done it before, and at least I did it on my local terminal, on my local server. That's why you can see this is open right here. I finished all of them here before going to the internet to do it. So make sure you read the commands or the instructions and you follow them so you don't make mistakes and you don't get errors when you're pushing. Please excuse me. So make sure you read so that you don't get errors when you push your code. So we're gonna just copy the two of them like that. We are going to paste. Now to avoid trouble with the checker, we're just going to do this. Yes. Then we save and we exit. Then again, we'll confirm what we've done. Oh, sorry. My bad. Let's clear it first. No, before we clear, let's copy this. So let's clear the terminal. So let's confirm what we've done. L. Then let's paste what we copied. Yes, now we're still getting 1. So we have to go back. Emacs. Symbolic link. Paste. Okay. There's a mistake there, and I will have to go back and fix it. So Emacs. Let's copy this. Okay, this time Okay, enter. So let's clear everything and paste it again. Now let's try it and see. We're still getting 1. Okay, let's try something different. I just copied this one. Then we exit, then we run again. Okay, still 1. So let's clear this one. We press enter. Then now we're getting to. Okay, I see where the problem is. So from now we'll just copy only the shebang, only the code, and type the shebang and see how that plays out. So the next one, copy all HTML files. So Emacs. So we just copy this one and say hash bin Why do we keep getting 1? It's supposed to be 2, so what's the issue? Is it Emacs that is the issue? Okay, I think Emacs is having some brain damage or something. So the next one is create a script that moves all files beginning with an uppercase. Okay, so these are the advanced tasks. So I would, let's try Vim now since Emacs is starting to misbehave. Let's work with Vim and see if Vim will give us the same issue. So by the way, what we're doing here is this just tells the shell that everything that starts with uppercase, move them to temp to tmp /u. That's the whole thing. So let's see if this will give us a problem or if it just works. wc -l 100. Let's move. Yeah. Copy. Paste. Oh. Okay. The problem is from Emacs. Like, yes. So we just keep using Vim from now on. Clean Emacs. Create a script that deletes all files in the current working directory that end with the. We already did this while we were trying to fix something earlier on in the video. So, and this is the command we used. Oh, actually, so we'll just do vim and come back. Oh, my bad, paste. Paste. So if we say wc -l, then 101 is clean Emacs. Yes, Emacs was the problem. So we'll just keep using we'll keep using Vim, and we'll go back and create and redo the previous ones and fix them. So say Vim (1023). So this one is a bit tricky. I think what they want us to do is like create a folder inside a folder. Basically, they want you to create subfolders. So, and this is the command to do this. So we'll paste this here. For me to figuring this out was kind of tricky. I had to try so many things, but I eventually got it. So you have to be careful there. Let's try 102-3. Okay. And commands. So what we're supposed to do here, write a command that prints all the files and directories of the current working directory, or the current directory separated by commas. Okay, so this is actually pretty straightforward. So this place this I will come back to our text file, and yes, this is the command right here. I will copy and paste. So yeah, actually, so what does this command we've written, what does it actually do? So the ls here lists the files and directories in the current directory, and the -p, it adds a / to the end of the directory names, making it easy to identify. And the a lists all the files, including hidden files, starting with dots. The m here It lists the files and directories separated by commas, the M. And finally, the V, it sorts the output by version, the numbers, letter combinations, rather than putting it alphabetically. So that's what all this command, all these things we've done, that's what it simply means. So now let's exit, save, and again let's check. Under 3 commas, and we're good. And finally, the school file, the magic file. So we have to create a file named school.mgc. To do that, we say bin school.mgc paste. And we paste it here. So what are we doing here? In this what's with this big huge ass space? Sorry, let me fix that. Not too much space. So basically what we're doing here, we're just defining the rules that school, this capital letter school, should be present at offset 0 in the file order for it to be identified as school data file. So that's what they're asking you for here. This one should be present at offset 0, and if you read the question used, I think they said the same thing here. Yes, data files always contain the string school at offset 0. So that's that. Then we exit from the script, then WC and we're done for this ones. So now let's go back and fix the files that had some problems. I think they started from 12, or they ended at 12. Yes, 12. Let me confirm. Yes, they ended at 12. So ls from, so we'll just say we'll redo from 0 to 12 using vim this time. Just start with this. Paste. Okay, let's see. Now let's see if this works. WC -L paste to okay. So the next one would be 3 list. Paste. wc playlist. Okay, for list more files. The for list more files paste. WC dash L and correct. Then the next one is 5 list digits only. Okay, before we go and change it, let's see. Let's confirm that it actually has a problem. Okay, it does have a problem. So clear ls, then we so the next one will be vim dash L. Okay, then we have a few more to go. 7. And we have 8. Then we have 9. So guys, when doing this, make sure you type the command with your hand to avoid this problem right here. So that's that. Then we have 9. What's the next one? 10 back. Okay, 10 back. We're almost done, and we have 11 lists. And after 11 lists, we have the last one, 12. And I think that's all. But just to be sure, let's oh, I don't think we did this one, the first one list, just to be sure. Let's clear up the terminal first. And that's that. So the last thing we need to do now, I think, which is also part of the reason why our code failed. Okay, some of them didn't even check. Okay, we're sure some checked. Oh. Okay, at least this one checked. So the reason why a code like this one failed, because apart from the fact that it didn't recognize that it was 2 lines, we also did not make it executable before pushing. So please make sure you do that before pushing, which is this. So to make the files executable, again, for me this is faster. The video is not getting longer than I wanted it to be, and I'm sorry about that, guys. So to make it executable, we just say chmod, then the name, so chmod u plus x, then the name of the files we want to make executable. Then we press enter, and we say ls. They're already turning green, so we can see the ones that are not executable. Then we go for the second round. I made 7 files executable at once, so I don't know the limit. So to avoid problems, I just do 7 7. And the last one would be right here. We say ls now. All our files are executable. So let's clear the terminal. Now let's git add git commit. I'll just say hotfix. Git push. So now let's check our code again and see if we still get an error or if we're good. Okay, we're getting an error. So what's the problem? Correct output for number 11 list. Okay. Correct output for number 12. Really? Okay. What did we put number 12? Okay, I see. So right now only problem is 11 and 12. So we have to go back and fix that. And I think I already found out the problems for 11 and 12. I think so. We'll just tweak the codes a little bit and see if that works. Do some tweaking. And that's the last of it. So now let's see. So we're having issues right now with 11 and 12 so far. So let's see about 13 and the rest. Okay. Correct output. So I guess we'll have to how to tweak. What number is this? Number 17. Kind of expected something like that for this number 17. So we have issues with 17, 11, 12, 17. I think, and 19 to the last one. Okay. Okay. I kind of expected something like this from this one, so let's clear them. We had issues with number 11. Number 11, okay. Let's say ls. List 11 list. Number 11. I'm trying to look at number 11. Number 11 is actually, oh, okay, I see where we made mistake, because I was looking at it like it's actually correct. So where we made the mistake was at the end. So it's supposed to be double quotations at the end. Yes, just one quotation. So it's supposed to be ls that hyphen la dot space dot dot forward slash space forward slash boot forward slash. So now let's see if this works. Let's git add. Since we already fixed 11, let's git add that and paste git commit. Then git push. So let's see if 11 has been fixed. We have problem 15. Okay, no. Just 11, 12. So let's check 11 again. And while it's checking, let's be working on 12. Oh, we're still having the same problem. Okay, let's write it some other way. Since we're still having the problem, let's write it in another way. So declare and v paste enter. So let's try it some other way. Okay, boot. Now let's put the A before the L. So we're saying this time list all. When you after listing all, then you can do it in a long format, and let's see if that works. And this time we'll remove this backward slash or forward slash, my bad. So it will be ls-a dot 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 forward slash put. So let's escape that. Let's create. Then for 12, ls my bad, ls So for this one, I think the edit we'll make here is we'll just remove the B. Yes, we'll just remove the B and try it that way and see how it goes. Yes, I'm still trying to look at it. Okay, yes, remove the B and let's try this one. There's so many ways of doing this thing. So I think the checker already has an answer it wants you to give in particular, and if you don't give that answer, it flags you. So yes, so we have problems with 11, 12, 17. I was expecting the 17. So where are we? So 3, 1023. I was actually looking for 17, 1023. Where, okay, yes, here, 1023. Copy and paste. Enter. So we'll try another command here. I guess the checker already has what it wants you to do, so let's respect that. There are two ways to do this. Why not? Make deal. So we'll try this command, make deal -p. Then we'll say welcome /to/school. Make deal -p welcome. So let's give this one a try and see how the checker reacts. So we fixed 3 of them. And lastly, for the school part, the last one, school.mgc. I missed something at the end. I think. So sorry. So what we missed at the end of this command is we just add exclamations colon, then MIME, then school. So basically what we're doing here is we're just giving specifics here. We're saying that we are referring to the previous bash history in this case using this one. I don't know why the checker deems it necessary. Normally this first line of code would have been sufficient, but since the checker wants us to add this one, so we'll add it. So when you're doing it the first time, make sure you add this 3 lines of code. And now let's push and see if we still have to fix anything. So say git add all. So we fixed 11, 12, 17 and 19. So git commit fixed task (11, 12, 17, 19). It's push. Now let's check it again. And yes, it finally worked. So like I said, the checker already has something it wants you to insert or wants you to give a certain type of answer, and if you don't give that certain type of answer, it will flag you. So yeah, now let's check this again, and and this other one to so sorry. So what we missed at the end of this command is we just add exclamation colon, then MIME, then school. So basically what we're doing here is we're just giving specifics here. We're saying that we are referring to the previous bash history in this case using this one. I don't know why the checker deems it necessary. Normally this first line of code would have been sufficient, but since the checker wants us to add this one, so we'll add it. So when you're doing it the first time, make sure you add this 3 lines of code. And now let's push and see if we still have to fix anything. So say git add all. So we fixed 11, 12, 17 and 19. So git commit fixed task 11, 12, 17, 19. It's push. Now let's check it again. And yes, it finally worked. So like I said, the checker already has something it wants you to insert or wants you to give a certain type of answer, and if you don't give that certain type of answer, it will flag you. So yeah, now let's check this again, and this other one to school. Okay, this is now correct up, and they're now good. So that means the school should also work, because we're not giving the checker what it wants. So let's check the last one. Okay, I think we have a problem. We still have a problem with this one. Ah yes, we still do have a problem. So we're still having an error for the last one, so let's go back and check it. Very cool. So what could be the problem here? Let's see. Okay, I think I see the problem. Okay guys, this is why you should read the instructions we're supposed to create a magic file, not a shell script. So let's rectify that. We're not creating a shell script. We're creating a file. So this isn't supposed to be a shell script, it's supposed to be a file. So let's now fix it. We fixed it. I hope it works. So it add school.mgc git commit. Are we still having problems? Are we still checking? Okay. Okay, we'll have to go back to, let's go back to, sorry, here. Let's make another edit. Let's remove the word file. Sorry, just data. So let's make it 0 string school data. Now, window quit. Git add. Again. And enter git push. Hopefully this one works. Ladies and gentlemen, we're still having an error. Oh, okay, I might have seen where the problem is. I think we've already made this file an executable file, so we have to create it again. Okay. Let's see. Oh, let's try something. Let's try 5 dash capital letter dash m school dot mgc c and ls. Okay, still the same thing. So we just have to create it again. So let's go back to S Okay. Mm. So what we want to do now is, since we cannot access that file, what we want to do is just delete the file entirely. School.mgc ls. So it's no longer there. So what we're going to do, we're going to create the file again. So we're going to say vim school.mgc, then 0 string school data, enter exclamation colon MIME, then school, and that's it. And according to ALX, we are supposed to do a command, which is, where is it? Yes, this one. And okay, ls. Now okay, too much time. Let's git add. Let's just add all of it this time. Now git commit. Then we'll just say quick fix this time. Quick fix for school.mgc. Enter. Then git push. Fingers crossed. If it doesn't work at this point, we're just going to walk away with, I think we should get 195, I think. Oh yes, we're getting 195. Anyway guys, we tried our best to fix this one and we couldn't. Let's see what we got. Okay, still loading. Let's load. And oh, we got 173. Why? Oh, the first one. What's the issue with the first one? Ah, yes. I didn't even check this one. And your problem is readme does not exist. Where? What do you mean readme does not exist? So for task 0, where it's telling us that no readme was found, it's just the spelling. We had a problem with the spelling, so we can fix that. So we actually wrote readme that's md to readme that's md. Now ls has been fixed. Now let's git push. Let's git add first. Then git commit. I'll just say read added. Then git push. Now let's check it. It should work now. It's clear our terminal. And yes. And yes guys, that will be the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel.